I'm Beth, this is Summer, and we are Chic Chic Crochet. Today we are gearing up to celebrate our 4th of July, a very special 250th birthday of our country, and we're going to vlog a little bit about finishing up our flag Afghan. And right now I'm speaking about the future, so what I hope to accomplish beyond this is get my Afghan completed, have our friends over for a 4th of July cookout, attend a neighbor's very fabulous 4th of July party. That is actually going to occur a couple of nights before the 4th of July. And then on the actual 4th of July, after we have our cookout and party, we're all going to gather our friends and head downtown and scope out our spot for the fireworks. So by the time you see this, I hope all of that has occurred and we've had a fabulous 4th of July weekend. Enjoyed the footage of me decorating the porch and that you enjoyed seeing how that all came together. And here is the final result. I love decorating my porches. It is one of my favorite ways to celebrate whatever holiday is currently happening. And the 4th of July is one of my favorites, but this year is super special, as you've seen, and I've mentioned it in so many videos by now. You know that I'm really excited about this 4th of July. And I've added some little 4th of July touches out here. And by the time the day comes, I will probably have a little more, but just put a few little flags up here and there to make it look like the 4th of July. And there's my flag banner. And that's all I've done out here really, but I'll probably make another 4th of July table arrangement or two and get the pool area all ready by the time that day comes so we can enjoy it and have a really nice 4th of July. It's hot here today. It's supposed to be in the 90s, so it should be a really nice hot one so we can enjoy the pool and all the outdoor stuff. Please stay tuned until the end for the full Afghan reveal. We don't have those ends weaved in yet, and we still have no stars, but we're going to, so hang in there with me. We're almost there. We're so close. It's still 5 days away from the 4th of July as you are seeing this. And unless something catastrophic happens, I will definitely have it finished by then. I have the blanket complete. I just haven't woven in all the ends. I've woven in a lot of the ends, but not all of them. And I have 31 stars complete. So I have, 19 stars to go. And I have the pattern memorized. I didn't even use the turtle trunks pattern for the stars. Actually, I might be using her pattern for the stars. I didn't even look at it because I have this one already memorized and I'm just going with it. I'm just continuing to make the pattern that I was familiar with because I don't think it really matters which star pattern that you use. As long as it's a 5-point star, it's going to look correct and if it's the right size. And I mentioned before that I'm using a smaller hook size than she used in hers because I thought the scale of hers looked a little large and I just wanted mine to be a little tighter and a little more crisp and to be more precise and look like the flag. Not that hers didn't. Hers is gorgeous. And again, I'm referring to the turtle trunk, but I like the look of the smaller stars. So what we are going to do today is try and finish all of our stars and get started on blocking them. And then of course it will be time to sew them on. And it's funny how when you do something so many times, your muscle memory kicks in. So I'm supposed to have 15 double crochets on the magic circle. And at first I had to count 15 double crochets. And then I stopped counting and I would go back and make sure that I had enough. And now I'm realizing that when I think I have 15 and I stop and I count, I'm correct almost every single time. It's just like the muscle memory knows how many stitches that it takes and how long that takes you. It's funny how the body remembers. I find that really interesting. But since I'm making 50 of them, my body has had plenty of opportunity to memorize and to get it correct. So that's kind of cool. I mentioned that we are going to a neighbor's private party. They invite us to this party almost every year. And sometimes we go and sometimes we don't because we may have other plans that conflict with it. But fortunately this year they are doing it a few days before the main event and we are going to get to go. And on some years I've gone to both, and the private fireworks have been better than our town's fireworks. It's absolutely insane. And I'm going to try to get some video while I'm there and show you what their fireworks are like, and maybe from a distance film a little bit of the party. I certainly don't want to invade their privacy, but it's magnificent, and we are truly blessed and honored to be included on the invitation list. It is so generous of this family to put on this party for their family and friends, and really the community every year, because even if you don't know them and you don't get an invitation to the party, the fireworks are so spectacular and so large that you can enjoy them even if you're in the vicinity. You can pull off to the side of the road or possibly see them from your own yard. It's just a really generous, nice thing that they do. Our neighbor's magnificent party was on Thursday night, so we did get to go to that, and this is just a glimpse of their backyard. There's Hubby enjoying himself, and they painted this flag on the lawn because, of course, they had skydivers. I mean, who doesn't have skydivers in their backyard? So the skydivers had smokers of red, white, and blue attached to their parachutes. There were 3 of them. Here comes number 2 in for a landing. And then number 3 had the USA flag in tow. And I really thought he was going to hit us. It just looked like he was coming down right on top of us. And he started descending so fast. But there he goes. It was really a spectacular event and got us all in the mood for the 4th of July. It was really, really something special. And then at nightfall, they hit us with a incredible fireworks show. It was like nothing I had ever seen in a backyard, that's for sure, but one of the best fireworks shows I've seen anywhere. We did go to our downtown fireworks show, which was also good, but it was nothing in comparison to this. And then they hit us with the gasoline bombs. These I was not expecting. I've never seen this done before. It was so close, it really doesn't do it justice in the video. And the heat was just searing. Even as far away as we were, we could feel the heat. I squealed every time because it scared me every time. And here's a little time lapse of part of the fireworks. It was a very long show, and it was like a grand finale from beginning to end. It was just spectacular the entire time through. On a different subject, I want to tell you about something that absolutely fabulous happened a few days ago. Let's see, it's been about 5 days ago. I had a conversation with Nicole from Be a Flamingo. Nicole and I get to chat by text, and we do that often, but we had never had an audio phone call. And although we've been chatting for over 6 months now, we had never gotten to connect. So this was so fun, and just having this phone conversation with her absolutely made my day, made my month, made my year. It was so fun. And now I need to make sure I'm taking time to have those conversations with her if she would like to chat with me, because it was a really special experience. And one of the huge benefits of having my crochet channel is meeting people like her and people like you, and having and developing a crochet community that is truly special. If you haven't watched Nicole, please hop over to Be a Flamingo and check her out. She is hysterical. She's very funny. She's sweet. She's smart. She's talented. She's so many things. And if you're an American like me and you just enjoy listening to a beautiful British accent, you don't even need to be a crocheter to enjoy her. She is just enjoyable. She is just a delight in every way. And she has been making amigurumi dolls, and they are so detailed. It's absolutely astonishing to me how she can put that much detail. She didn't design the patterns, but that matters not. You still have to have a lot of talent to read the pattern and actually make the design. It's beyond me. I can do amigurumi, and I do love the detailed amigurumi, and I like making the little delicate, intricate details, but not to the degree that Nicole does. I think I would enjoy it if I could master it, but I have not taken the time to undertake such a monumental task as she does. Just go and watch her videos and have a look at the work she's been doing. It is quite mind-blowing when you see those finished products. I am in awe of that kind of talent. Not only for the designers to write the patterns, but for you amazing crocheters out there who are able to read these fabulous patterns and make these beautiful works of art. They are just incredible, and I am, again, in awe of all of you that are able to do that. I aspire to be like you, and I hope that I can achieve that someday. In the meantime, I will just be over here crocheting my stars and watching Nicole and all those fabulous things that she makes, and enjoying all of you other fabulous crochet artists out there. I just love watching crochet on YouTube. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I just spontaneously stopped when I felt like I was done, and I counted my stitches, and yes, I had 15. So again, my muscle memory is right on the money. I count them every time just in case, because I don't want to make a mistake and have to frog it. But so far, every single time, probably since maybe the 15th star I've made, it's been correct every time. That just kind of blows my mind how the body keeps score. The muscle memory just knows. It's pretty crazy what our bodies are capable of doing, probably far more than we even realize. I'm getting really close to having all the stars finished, so let's pop over and do some blocking together, and then we're going to sew them onto the flag. Almost as soon as I got all of my equipment out to block these stars, I ran into a dilemma. So this is how I was going to do it. I was going to do it on these blocks. I have lots of these blocks, but I was going to stack them. And if you are using pins, you can't stack them very high. So these pins are only maybe 2 inches tall, and part of that is going into the foam. So you can't stack these stars. You wouldn't be able to stack them more than 2 or 3 stars max. So I went and pulled out my wooden blocks, and this is when these wooden blocks come in really handy, because these are maybe 6 inches or more. So I'm going to be able to stack a lot of stars on here. And what I did was I just took the stars and submerged them in water in the sink, and then squeezed out all the excess water. And I sprayed spray starch directly into the bowl, and then just mixed it up like this. This really looks like popcorn. I'm sorry, we're having a really bad thunderstorm. I'm not sure if you can hear it. But anyway, this looks like popcorn. But I'm going to flatten them out like this. And yeah, I'm going to do it on the wooden board. When this storm passes over, I think I'm going to take them outside and put them in the sun, either on the driveway or on the sidewalk, because it is hot as blue blazes here, and we will probably get a lot of thunder and lightning, but not a lot of rain. If we do get rain, it's going to pass over quickly, and I think these stars would dry really well outside. So I'm going to stack these and tell you how many I can get in a stack. I'm not going to put them right up against each other. I'm going to leave just a little air in between, so that air can circulate in between and dry them. So I'm going to do that, and then I will fast forward and show you where we are. So much for putting the stars outside, because I said it would thunder and not rain. It's raining sideways. This is it gushing off the roof. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna put the stars outside just yet. Still raining sideways. The stars are all stacked and blocking and baking in the sun. This should make them nice and dry and give them nice, clean, crisp edges. So I'm gonna leave them out here for a while, and then I'll take them off and put them on the blanket. I believe they are nice and dry. Let's get them on the blanket. And now that we have our stars blocked, let's put them on the blanket. So I've laid them out on the floor, and I looked up the official American flag, studied that picture really closely, and I discovered that there are 11 vertical rows of stars, and each row has 5 stars and then 4 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, and that pattern is alternated all the way across. And I was just very careful to get this layout correct. I had to switch it around a little bit, but looking at the picture and trying to figure out how many rows. And figuring out the spacing was not that difficult. So once I got them all placed, they did look very much like the official American flag, and I was very pleased with that. But this is, when this is filmed, this was like 2 days before the 4th of July, and I must confess, I panic glued these stars onto the blanket. I used a fabric glue, and I fixed them in that way. I'm not proud of it, but it's what I had to do to get it done. And I am going to show you the fabric glue here in a second. And it wasn't the perfect solution, but what it did allow me to do was get the stars affixed and all the points down. And I'm not sure if I had done this with thread and needle, if I would have gotten the stars down so precisely. So it did serve two purposes. It helped me get it done quickly, but after the 4th of July, which is now as I'm talking, I'm going back in and I'm sewing them on correctly. So if I do make this blanket again, or I do make something else with a lot of appliques like this that need to be precise, I just might use this method again, using the fabric glue and then going back in and sewing them on, because the fabric glue was really perfect for holding everything into place and making it look just real precise and crisp. So it was finished for the unveiling and for the 4th of July. This is the aftermath of our celebration yesterday. We had such a good time, but boy, am I tired. It was really sweet to have our friends. They were so fun, and we just had a really great time together. We swam and celebrated with food all day, then went to the fireworks last night together, and it gave us all those nostalgic, patriotic feelings that you hope for on the 4th of July. And this afternoon, as I'm cleaning up, I'm just reminded of how thankful I am to live in this great country, to have family and friends, to have a roof over my head, and people that I love close by. And wherever you are in the world, my friend, I hope that you are richly blessed and safe and have all those around you that you love. And until we see you again, Summer and I want to remind you to let your light shine and always stay chic. Bye-bye.
Chic, chic, crochet.